What if the sharpness of your mind was not your liberation, but your chain? What if the brilliance society reveres as a gift conceals a shadow few dare to acknowledge? In a world obsessed with achievement, intelligence is often exalted as a golden key, opening doors to success, admiration, and control over life's chaos. But beneath this gilded narrative lies an unspoken truth. Intelligence, in its purest form, can be an isolating burden. The annals of history are filled with tales of luminous minds haunted by existential despair, unable to escape the weight of their awareness. Arthur Schopenhauer, the enigmatic 19th century philosopher, was among the first to illuminate this paradox. For him, intelligence was a double-edged blessing, a lens that revealed the profound beauty of existence while also exposing its relentless struggles. To be highly intelligent, Schopenhauer suggested, is to carry the unbearable burden of seeing too much, truths that others can afford to ignore. Let us delve into Schopenhauer's haunting reflections and discover how his timeless wisdom sheds light on the paradoxes of modern life. By understanding this hidden burden, we might uncover not only why intelligence complicates existence, but also how to transform its weight into a deeper, more balanced appreciation of life. Schopenhauer once remarked, "A high degree of intellect tends to make a man unsocial." In these words lies a profound truth. Intelligence sharpens perception, but isolates the soul. Imagine intelligence as a lantern in the darkness. It illuminates paths unseen by others, revealing the intricate patterns of reality. Yet the brighter the light, the more sharply it casts shadows. For Schopenhauer, heightened awareness laid bare the fragility of existence, the transient nature of joy, and the inescapable suffering that defines life. Consider the plight of the artist, whose genius lies in capturing life's raw emotions. Their work moves millions, yet the sensitivity that fuels their art also exposes them to the wounds of existence. Schopenhauer saw this as the nature of intelligence. It deepens understanding, but it also magnifies vulnerability. Even today, the highly intelligent often feel out of sync with the world around them. Social norms feel hollow, small talk unbearable, and distractions meaningless, while others lose themselves in the comfort of routine or the glow of fleeting pleasures. The intelligent are haunted by unanswerable questions. The price of seeing too much is the loneliness of standing apart. Throughout history, intelligence has often been romanticized, yet its hidden cost remains unspoken. The philosopher in his study, the artist lost in thought, the scientist consumed by questions. These figures inspire admiration, but they also reveal the silent isolation of genius. Schopenhauer understood this all too well. For him, the highly intelligent walk a solitary path, one that is both enlightening and deeply isolating. This loneliness stems from a fundamental divide. The intelligent see and feel the world differently. Their heightened awareness of life's fleeting beauty and profound struggles often sets them apart, leaving them yearning for connection yet unable to find it in shallow interactions. This paradox creates a tension between understanding the world deeply and struggling to belong within it. Consider intelligence as a double-edged sword, a tool that cuts through the illusions of life but leaves wounds in its wake. Schopenhauer believed that those with exceptional intellect possess a heightened sensitivity to the world's imperfections. The beauty of a sunset might inspire awe, but the intelligent mind also contemplates the inevitability of its end, the fleeting nature of such moments, and the transience of life itself. In the modern era, this acute awareness is amplified by the constant influx of information. With every news article and scientific discovery, the intelligent mind absorbs more, contemplates more, and is burdened more by the weight of knowledge. What others dismiss as mundane, the intelligent see as profound, both in its potential and its inherent flaws. Schopenhauer likened intelligence to a magnifying glass. It reveals intricate details, but also magnifies flaws. The paradox of intelligence lies in its ability to enrich life, while simultaneously making its imperfections glaringly apparent. Take, for instance, the scientist tirelessly studying the intricate mechanisms of climate change. Her intellect drives her to uncover groundbreaking truths, but as her understanding deepens, so too does her despair. She sees the enormity of the problem and humanity's reluctance to confront it. Her brilliance becomes a source of anguish, a mirror reflecting her powerlessness. This paradox pervades personal life as well. In relationships, the intelligent mind often overanalyzes, dissecting every gesture, word, and silence. Where others find connection, the hyper-aware find ambiguity, their understanding clouded by their relentless need to interpret. This overthinking, though born of intellect, becomes a barrier to the simple joy of being present. Schopenhauer's reflections remind us that intelligence is not just a gift to be celebrated, but a force to be understood, a light that must be tempered with wisdom. This reimagined excerpt aligns with a more mystical, evocative tone, weaving Schopenhauer's philosophy into a narrative that feels immersive and profound. It invites readers to journey into the paradoxes of intelligence, presenting the topic as both a challenge and a source of wonder. For the highly intelligent, life is often an endless series of questions, each more complex than the last. Why are we here? What does it mean to live a good life? These are not idle musings, but existential queries that demand answers. Yet, as Schopenhauer noted, many of these questions lead only to further uncertainty. This relentless pursuit of truth can leave the intelligent feeling unmoored, as if navigating a vast sea without a compass. It is this very quest for meaning that defines their brilliance, but also deepens their struggle. The burden of seeking answers in a universe that offers few can make intelligence feel less like a gift and more like a Sisyphean curse. In our hyper-connected age, where social media and constant communication dominate, Schopenhauer's reflections are more relevant than ever. Highly intelligent individuals often feel suffocated by the superficiality of modern interactions. While others scroll mindlessly through curated feeds, the intelligent long for depth, for meaning, for a connection that transcends the banal. This yearning, however, often goes unfulfilled, leaving them trapped between their ideals and reality. Schopenhauer's philosophy reminds us that the struggle of the intelligent is not new. It is a timeless tension between the mind's potential and the world's limitations. Yet within this struggle lies the opportunity for transformation and growth. To be intelligent is to perceive life's intricacies in breathtaking detail, but it is also to carry the weight of that perception. How then can we temper the burdens of intelligence and transform its challenges into a source of joy and resilience? Schopenhauer's wisdom offers a roadmap, a series of profound practices that invite balance and fulfillment. Let us step into this philosophy not as mere observers, but as seekers ready to transform. 1. Embrace detachment, letting go to find freedom. Imagine a leaf floating on a river, carried by the current yet unresisting. This is the essence of detachment. Schopenhauer believed suffering stems from our relentless grip on desires and the illusion of control. For the intelligent mind, this manifests as overthinking, a labyrinth of rationalizations that deepens dissatisfaction. Detachment calls us to release this grip. It begins with accepting life's inherent imperfections. Not every answer can be found, nor every problem solved. By letting go of the need to control, we allow clarity to emerge, like a calm lake reflecting the sky. 2. Seek simplicity. The power of the present moment. Amid the complexity of the mind, simplicity is a refuge. Schopenhauer saw profound beauty in life's most unassuming joys. A walk through nature, a melody that stirs the soul, the quiet pleasure of a shared meal. These moments ground us, pulling us away from the whirlwind of thought into the stillness of being. 3. Practice. Mindfulness. Quieting the overthinking mind. The intelligent mind is often its own adversary, ensnared by endless reflection and analysis. Mindfulness is the balm, a practice that stills the storm and invites us to live fully in the present. Schopenhauer revered music as a pathway to mindfulness, a direct expression of life's essence that bypasses intellect and awakens the soul. Similarly, creative pursuits such as painting, writing, or meditation allow us to transcend the chatter of thought and enter a state of flow. 4. Redirect intelligence, from overanalysis to awe. Intelligence, when turned inward to dissect flaws, becomes a heavy weight. But when redirected toward beauty, curiosity, and wonder, it becomes a wellspring of joy. Schopenhauer believed that engaging with art, philosophy, and the natural world offers an escape from life's struggles and a connection to something greater. 5. Foster gratitude, a shift in perspective. Gratitude is the alchemy that transforms dissatisfaction into contentment. The intelligent mind often fixates on what is lacking, yet gratitude invites us to see the abundance that already exists. Schopenhauer reminds us that life is imperfect, yet within its imperfections lie treasures waiting to be acknowledged. Gratitude unlocks these treasures, inviting us to live with greater joy and presence. Schopenhauer's wisdom is a gentle reminder that intelligence is not a burden to bear alone, but a gift to wield wisely. By practicing detachment, seeking simplicity, embracing mindfulness, redirecting intelligence, and fostering gratitude, we balance the sharpness of our minds with the richness of our hearts. This is the path to a harmonious life, one where intellect illuminates, but wisdom guides. In this dance between knowing and being, we discover that fulfillment is not in conquering life's mysteries, but in embracing its wonder. Pause now and ask yourself, what will you let go of today? What beauty will you notice? How will you turn your brilliance into a beacon, not of struggle, but of light? In the quiet hum of this balance, Schopenhauer's teachings remind us, life's greatest truths are not discovered in endless striving, but in the courage to simply be. Let us strive not just to think deeply, but to live fully, with grace, presence, and gratitude. While isolation is a frequent companion of intelligence, Schopenhauer believed that solitude could also be its sanctuary. In solitude, the intelligent mind finds the freedom to explore its depths, to create, to dream, and to connect with the sublime. Solitude is not merely the absence of others, but the presence of self, a space where the burdens of intellect can give way to the joys of introspection. The modern world often equates solitude with loneliness, yet Schopenhauer's wisdom reframes it as a source of power. Through solitude, the intelligent can turn inward, cultivating a sense of peace and purpose that is not dependent on external validation. It is here, in the quiet moments of reflection, that the weight of intelligence transforms into the lightness of wisdom. Subscribe to this channel and join the conversation in the comments. Let's continue to walk together down the paths of wisdom that lead, ultimately, to ourselves.